Hello and welcome, my dear fellas. I just got back off my training session, and honestly, today was the hardest day for me, despite it was a striking class. Uh, I'm so, I don't know, man. I'm just getting extremely tired with this, but giving up is not an option. I gave you a promise, and I will fulfill the promise, so I need to train hard every single day. But there are days when I don't feel myself too worthy. That's all part of the game. That's all part of growing up, whatever. But right now, let's lock and load. I will just share this on Twitter. Okay. And I will share this on Discord. Uh, 35. I'm 35 years old. I know, maybe I'm too old to make results, etc. But to have fun, to fulfill my promises, it's never late for something like that. So here we go now. Okay, let me tell you what are my picks and predictions. Bruno Silva, Sharabudin, Magomedov. I got fight not going the distance. No distance. That is my official call. I can't pick a side of somebody who attacks people for kissing women in public. So I'm gonna say Silva to win. Silva KO. I can't stand this other guy. I didn't bet on this fight. I was thinking along whether I should bet or not bet on this fight, and I didn't bet, just to know. Ginio Frey versus Victoria Dudakova. I've got Dudakova to win. Dudakova submission. Also, I didn't bet. I will tell you all my bets. Nathaniel Wood, Muhammad Naimov. Oof, such a hard fight to call. I know Nathaniel Wood is a heavy favorite, but Naimov is no joke. I'm gonna say fight starts round 3. Side call Wood. Do you take any testosterone? Actually, no. I started recently because I'm 33 and started feeling my age, and it helps a ton. Maybe I will, if a doctor allows me, maybe I will start taking some, but so far I'm okay. I'm feeling okay so far with hormones. I don't have reduced testosterone, but we'll see. We'll see. If I need that, I will take some, if doctor says. Ansho Jobley versus Mike Breeden. No distance. Jubilee KO, TKO, or Breeden KO. I'm gonna side call Breeden. Jubilee is very good on the ground, but this fight is a trap, so I would go fight not going the distance. Jubilee on the ground or Breeden via some kind of a standing stoppage or potential submission. Could go either way. Cedric Dumas versus Abu Azaitar. Uh, hard fight to call. Dumas to win or no distance. These are my official calls for this. Many tricky fight. Javid Bashkarat versus Victor Henry. I've got Bashkarat to win. Bashkarat decision. Don't see a knockout. Henry is extremely tough guy, but I don't think the other guy is a joke, you know. Trevor Peek versus Muhammad Yahya. Peek to win. Peek KO, TKO. Next one, Tim Elliott versus Muhammad Makhachev. This fight could be a trap. Tim Elliott is very dangerous, so I'm going to say fight goes the distance. Side call, I would say Makhachev or Makhachev decision, but it's worth to put a sprinkle. It's definitely worth to put a sprinkle on his opponent because I have a good feeling that Elliott showed great skills in his previous outings. So if you want to bet on Elliott, I'm not going to stop you. Odds are extremely high on Elliott. So I think it's worth risk, actually. Actually, I think it's worth risk. Let me see. Preliminary card until minute 5. Main card until minute 8. Then Chit Chat. Okay. Alright, we're going to transition to the main card. Now, I will later tell you my bets, no worry about this. Said Nurmagomedov versus Muin Gafurov. Gafurov showed great skills in his previous outings, but I'm going to say Said to win, Said decision or submission. You've seen what happened in the fight against Said Yakubka Kramonov, was a great grappling affair, and Said Yakubka Kramonov nearly finished Said Nurmagomedov. And out of nowhere, Said Nurmagomedov bounced back and recovered miraculously and somehow was able to defeat his opponent. I don't know how he pulled this out. I don't know how he did it, but I'm pretty much confident that this is going to be a good fight, but I see Said winning. Next one is Ikram Aliskerov versus Warley Alves. I got Ikram to win. Ikram ETD. Do you think you could beat Bashkarat? No, I can't beat Bashkarat in a fight. Bashkarat is extremely good. Both Farid and Javid are amazingly good. Big potentials. They are amazing fighters. Next one, Ankalaev, Johnny Walker. This fight could be a trap. I'm gonna say over 1.5. I'd give slight advantage to Ankalaev, but I won't be surprised if Johnny Walker is able to disrupt Ankalaev's takedowns. Johnny Walker has improved himself significantly recently. He is not brawling, and he is totally different fighter right now, so anything could happen in this fight. Could be a trap also. Then Chimaev versus Usman. I'm very confident in Chimaev to win, but I don't know the method. I really don't know which method, but I'm confident in Chimaev to win. Makhachev, Volkanovski, over 2.5 is my official call. I'm going to say Volk to win. Why am I saying Volk to win? Last time you've seen how close the fight was, and you've seen that Alexander Volkanovski was way, way better than I initially expected. Last time I bet on Makhachev, but I heavily disagreed with judges' scorecards because I actually thought it was at least a draw. So it was way closer than it looks. It's worth putting a sprinkle on Volkanovski. It's definitely worth. I actually have to agree with that. I believe putting a sprinkle on Volkanovski wouldn't be that bad, actually. Yeah, I'm like, that is what I'm saying. Last time I was super, super surprised with what happened, and honestly, when I've seen how good it looked, I said to myself, well, this might happen again and again and again, and it will continue to happen. So I'm just saying, it's time to release my bet. Walk by submission. You can try it out, fella. You never know. Bets. Now I will tell you what were my bets. Okay, you might be a bit surprised here. I'm writing my bets. Hold on 1 second. I'm just writing my bets. My bets will be sticky, so I'm not hiding them from anybody. I didn't play underdogs here on this card. For some reason, I didn't play underdogs, but there you go. I got only 4 though. Will you sign up to fight in the Contender Series? I will fight in a local promotion. You will see, I will fight in a local promotion, so you will be informed. If I win that match, it will be posted here. Volk realized last fight Islam has holes in his jiu-jitsu. That is true. I plan to compete in a local promotion, but you will be informed next year, probably March, April, May. Depends on how my injury heals. It all depends on how my injury heals. But until New Year, I should be fit to fight. I should be fit to train hard. So we will see. But you will be informed. No worries. I will inform you as soon as my date is scheduled. As soon as I get the date, you will be informed. I don't plan to hide anything from the best fans in the world. Yes, he has a lot of holes in his jiu-jitsu. Well, it's normal, isn't it? He's a sambo fighter, right? So sambo fighter, it's normal for a sambo fighter to have holes in his jiu-jitsu. That's absolutely normal. But you are right about that. I have to be on the same side with you. You are defo right about that. I have to support you. I'm just trying to be realistic, and that's it. That's how things go. I'm trying to be as realistic as possible. That's just me. I'm just typing something for members. All right. I type, so please shoot in with questions. I'm willing to respond to your questions. Please shoot in. I'm very much willing to discuss, to chit chat, I wasn't a big Volk fan, but after beating, he got all my respect. I have to agree with you. Beating Max 3 times, yes, that's true. He battered Max 3 times, and was it upset or not? Actually, I got no idea was it upset or not, but I believe I believe Volkanovski is the only guy who can defeat Islam Makhachev in grappling exchanges. He is the only guy who can do it. Nobody else can do it if you're asking me. I don't see anybody else being able to pull the trigger on that. No, I wasn't a big Volk fan either. But I released my bet, so you can see whether I'm going to be right or wrong. Honestly, I got no idea. This time I want to be right, but we'll see whether I will or will not be right. Last week it was a horrible week for me, so I didn't play too much risky this time. Really didn't play too much risky. We are going to see. I'm hoping for big results, but do give Usman a shot. Actually, I would give him a shot if the fight took place at 170. Usman is not 185er, and Khamzat is also 170 pounder, but he fought at 185 in the past. So that's why I'm giving greater chances to Khamzat Chimaev for the victory. That's why I actually bet on Chimaev. So I have Aliskerov to win, Chimaev to win, Volkanovski versus Islam over 2.5, and Said to win. I actually have a good background for good reasons. Do you recommend Bulgarian woman over American? Uh, Actually, I don't know much about American women, but I think they're cool. I like their open-minded nature, etc. But Bulgarian women are also mostly open-minded. They like to have their own jobs. They don't like to clean house too much, and they like 50-50 with jobs. They like to divide the jobs. So I'm actually a big fan of Eastern Bulgarian women, like from Eastern part of Bulgaria, but I like American women according to what I've heard of them. Never been in a relationship with American women, so I can't say whether they are like good or bad, but according to what I've heard and according to what happened, how everything played out, according to fan base, etc., I think American women are not bad at all. Say it scares me because of his cardio and output. I know. Muin Gafurov also doesn't have the greatest cardio in the world. But you've seen like Said against Saidyokub Kakramonov, he nearly lost that fight, so technically it could be a problem, you know. It really could be a problem. I don't trust Said. I like Javid, Ikram, and Hamzat. Javid is probably going to win, but I didn't want to place another bet at minus 550. But I'm also confident in Javid to win. I mean, Henry is a good opponent, but I don't see Henry defeating Javid. Javid is on a roll right now. If you want to beat Javid, you need a miracle. Yeah, you need a miracle to defeat Javid. And that's if you wanna defeat Javid, you will need a miracle. Over 2.5. Okay, I agree with that. I think that bet makes much more sense. It's probably better value than just placing a bet on Javid. Javid is not a finisher. I mean, Javid has never been a finisher, so he is super technical, and his super technical aspect of the game is his trademark, so I just have a big feeling about that guy. Yes, over 2.5 is also a bet I would place. I would rather place that because of the value. Think that value pretty much makes sense if you're asking me. That value is pretty much on point and off the rails. Just know, I plan to release more UFC content in the case you haven't noticed. I plan to release way more UFC content like that video game in the future. I have a lot of them. Are you confident in Kamzat? Pretty confident. Hello, Hype3 MMA, how are you doing? Just got back from my striking session, so... what happened at that event? I was at my striking session, so... couldn't watch it, just came home, and I've seen that you posted a story, but I'm telling you, I'm training very hard right now, so... can't focus on all other promotions, but what happened at Emirates? Yes, I'm very confident in Hamzat because this is 185, and Kamaru has a history of leg injuries. It might be a step backwards for him. Great fights. Well, I will have to rewatch. I hope I will have some time tomorrow to rewatch. Tomorrow I have to go to the construction very early. Like as soon as I get up, I'm going to give some predictions. Then I'm going whole day at the construction. But when I'm at the break, I will take a look. Then after the construction, I'm going to my wrestling session. To be honest, my striking defense has improved a lot, but my striking offense is worse than it used to be because I didn't train much. But people are telling that I have significantly improved my striking defense. So that is amazing. I'm glad because of that, because I'm up in that aspect of the game a lot, every single. Nick Diaz impression, sure thing. Hit me, motherfucker. Hit me. Come on, hit me. Spinning shit? You're throwing spinning shit? What? What, motherfucker? What, motherfucker? What hit me? Yeah, but everything hurts from this training session, man. Literally every muscle in my body hurts. Yesterday I was doing transitions and takedowns. Today I was doing some kind of MMA, kickboxing, or whatever, a cage game. Man, whenever I press somebody on the cage, I instantly go with a knee to the head. And it always lands. Oof. But yeah, I might think about taking some testosterone. I might take it in the future. First, there is one thing I need to do. I need to, improve. I need to improve my body. Need to improve the look of my body. So, need to start training. Need to up my ground game, and then I will see. I hope I will be able to, to do good things in the future. But I have made a decision. There's no coming back now. If you make a decision, you can't retreat because everybody will will remember you as a pussy. If you retreat, everybody will remember you as a pussy. If you don't fall back, then you will be a guy who fulfilled the promise and who fulfilled his words. So that's it. That's it. I'm just, when I promise something, I fulfill it because that's me. That is my persona. I've never been a guy who was giving fake promises and who was faking, lying, who didn't do a good job. That's simply not me. I can't lie to my fans. My fans would start hating me if I lied to them, so you can say whatever you want about me, but I have always been honest. I was always honestly speaking, whether I like or don't like somebody, whether I'm like, no. Honesty has always been my trademark. Very good advice, thank you. Well, I'm always saying, be honest, guys. Sometimes, people hate honesty, but honesty is good. Long term, honesty is great, but short term, if you're a good liar, it might give you advantage. But long term, it's not gonna give you advantage. No, it's not that hard to level up in your life. Many people believe that. I'm going to tell you, I leveled up a lot in my life since I, for example, disowned my mom. I leveled up in life like 10 times since I disowned my mom. Even if a family member is making you a problem, eliminate them. Don't live with them. Start your own life. Stress is too hard, When people are extremely annoying, when they are constantly disappointed with you, when they are constantly pressuring you, no. Just don't listen to them. I am following my own dreams now. Thank you, Emil Melson. But I'm telling you, even if it's a family member who gives you a hard time, who won't let you level up in your life, I'm sorry, this is hard piece of advice. But forget about that family member. Stop any contact. Don't live with them. Move out. Push your story. Because they will never let you level up. No, such people will never let you level up. You will come in 40s, 50s, and you will say, man, I could have ruled the world, and look what I did. That's what I'm telling you. I'm training MMA every single day now, and I will do an amateur fight next year. But this is my goal, and nothing will stop me on that goal. My sponsor is supporting that. My sponsor told me if you win via KO, TKO, or submission, I will pay you. I'm like, this is amateur fight. Amateur fights are not paid, but that's what he told me. He told me only if you win via decision or lose, you don't get any money. If you win via any kind of stoppage like KO, TKO, submission, you get money. So I have a support, but I had to disown my mom. I always want to support my children and not hold them back. That is a great piece of advice. How old are your kids? I know, man, it's hard. And it's hard. It's better always to support them. Even if your child is making a mistake, better let him or her see a mistake on her own, because then they will constantly, when you get old, they will constantly tell you, you did this, you did that wrong, you were limiting us. You don't need that kind of blabbering in like your 50s or 60s. Believe me, you don't need that. 11, 4, and 2. That's nice. You got 3 kiddos. That's amazing. So, but yeah, 11. Are they training any sport, or are you taking them to some sports classes, or? Okay, this for 2-year-old kid is too little for sport, but already 4, 5 is okay. Like 11, that kid can train whatever she or he wants. Okay, at the age of 2, they're too small for the sport. They can just play sport or have fun or whatever. I don't have kiddos. Sometimes I miss kiddos, honestly, but I'm okay with like I have other plans for my life. I've chose other MMA is my life, and women in my state cannot accept that. Even today, when I was in the interview for one local TV station, no, really, I was on the interview for, I would arguably say, the best TV station, the best sports TV station here in Serbia. And everybody was interviewed, asked questions, etc. And they told me, listen, Vlad, we don't want to talk with you. We know that you are expert in MMA. We are pretty much aware that you can bring us a lot of benefits. If we have some MMA event, we will contact you if we need a color commentator. So today they literally told me we don't want to invest money in you or sending you to academy. We believe in your skills, and if we need a color commentator, we will call you. And I was like, they were talking to everybody for 15-20 minutes, and they talked with me for 2-3 minutes. They were like, "You are established person. You are a final product. We don't even need final touches. You know your job." My eldest played soccer. I plan to get him into jiu-jitsu or Muay Thai next summer. That is amazing. So, what is he preferring? Does he prefer grappling or striking? No, some people, for example, I have always preferred striking, but grappling has its own advantages. I'll be honest with you, grappling has a lot of advantages. I discovered that at the late stages of my career, but yeah, grappling has a lot of advantages, and I believe it's wrong to ignore grappling in the early stages of your life, but you never know. I mean, you really never know. If your kid is happy with Muay Thai, just push him to go to Muay Thai. Got nothing against it. No, fulfilling kids' wishes, I believe it's smart if you have financial possibilities, of course. If you don't have financial possibilities, it's different. He likes grappling more, he's not big fan of watching kickboxing. Well, maybe you should take him to jiu-jitsu classes then. Actually, I will tell you one thing. I hate wrestling, but literally hate wrestling. Can't stand it. But I like BGG. BGG is like very much different. No, it's pretty much different if you're asking me. I prefer BGG over wrestling. I honestly hate wrestling. I like striking. I prefer kicking, but my favorite striking martial art is Muay Thai. And Taekwondo, of course. Taekwondo is my first love. I have a black belt in Taekwondo. But Taekwondo and Muay Thai are my favorite stand-up martial arts. Definitely Taekwondo and Muay Thai. But I'm now learning to cover up to improve my skills and to push everything to the next level. So I will up this. I will up my game. You will see that. This is no joke. But if he prefers grappling, then go for it. Send him to grappling. Let him enjoy. Let him enjoy rolling. Hmm. Kids mostly prefer gi jitsu over no gi jiu-jitsu. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the kicking style with Muay Thai. You are same like me. I'm also a fan of big kicking style with Muay Thai. I'm telling you, my favorite martial arts are Taekwondo and Muay Thai. They are my favorite martial arts, and I'm a die-hard fan of both martial arts. So I'm just a striker, a brawler. I'm a counter striker, actually. That's how I would describe myself. I'm a counter striker. Yeah, I might have a bit different. a bit different fighting style, but I guess it's all a part of the game. I'm also a fan of BGG, just to know. Big fan of BGG. I'm up in my BGG game significantly now. Really much up in it significantly now, so my only chance on the ground can be BGG or get ups, because I can't wrestle with people who wrestle their whole life. I know I'm unable to do that. But you will see, I will fight for a local promotion. If I win amateur fight, I might take part in a professional fight, but I must win amateur fight first to be able to take part in a pro fight. That's how things go here. And also, I have always been grateful to all people who were supporting me, and my life has changed significantly since I started training MMA. Like, I had to sacrifice a lot for the good, for the glory, for this YouTube channel, for this kind of career. I really had to sacrifice a lot. But I don't regret. Honestly, I don't regret now, because I know I'm doing a good thing. Yes, my goal is to have a pro fight, but there is one problem in my state. Now I'm gonna tell you, in Serbia, where I live now, you must have at least one amateur victory if you want to fight professionally. If you don't have one amateur victory, they're not going to let you fight professionally, because these are the rules of the state where I'm currently at. So yes, my goal is to have one professional fight, and to be able to have it, I must win at least one amateur fight. Yes, I must win at least one amateur fight. And when you win amateur fight, you must wait at least 6 months to fight professionally. So that is the rule. If you win one amateur fight, you must wait at least 6 months to fight professionally. And in that time period, you can train, you can prepare, you can up your game, you can, work on your holes in the game, etc. So the best possible scenario would be to have amateur fight in April or May, and to have professional fight in December. I could have professional fight in December next year, because there is a tournament in December, which would be interested in letting me fight, because my coach knows the guy who holds that tournament, and he can bring me some mid-tier guy, or or some average guy. He could bring me a decent opponent. But first of all, I must have at least one amateur victory. Without amateur victory, I've got nothing to look for. So next year, maybe March, April, May, I will have to participate in one amateur fight. After that, we might discuss about professional, or maybe we might not if I don't win, or maybe we might not. It's too early to say now, but I must up my game. I must train hard. And as well as you see, I'm training every single day now. You see that that I'm not streaming that much, that I'm streaming less than earlier. That is because I'm training every single day. I'm also working construction job. I'm writing some articles. So my life is pretty busy nowadays, but again, I hope it's gonna pay out. Sooner or later it has to pay out. Many of these guys are like, they see it, troll, etc. After amateur victory, we will find the Serbian taxi driver for Vlad to brutally KO. I like that, pro MMA fans. I actually like that. But there is one problem. In amateur circuit, you can't fix fights. In professional circuit, that's different. There is a possibility of fixing. But in amateur circuit, you can't. In amateur circuit, you just apply for the tournament and they find you the opponent. So, but in professional circuit, there is a possibility for fixing. So, yeah, I know what you mean by that, and I got to tell you, you are right. Do you think Bashkaret is a good parlay piece? He's such a big favorite. Also, same question for Wood. Bashkaret is a good parlay piece, but the line is too wide. I believe Bashkaret win. I'm more confident in Bashkaret than in Wood. So, if you're asking me, I would give advantage to Bashkaret to win, but both lines are extremely wide. Like, Gafurov is not bad. I don't consider Gafurov a top tier fighter, but he can give us a good fight. And Nathaniel Wood is a brawler. He is always giving us bloodbaths. So even for Nathaniel Wood versus Muin Gafurov, I would put a sprinkle on fight starts round 3. I mean, you can see my bets and you can see what I placed. So don't hesitate to give your opinion. I'm always willing to hear it. Last week I lost a lot of money, so I hope this week I will recover. But okay, that's betting. Like, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and I'm always telling you that. That is how things go in betting. But I would never consider Bashkarat like a high-level parlay piece. Listen, I was thinking of playing Bashkarat, but I already have Alice Kerov to win at -600, so... Like the Said bet, his odds are really good and I think he's pretty much a lock. I have a bet on Said, Dudakova parlay. I didn't bet on Dudakova, but I think Dudakova is going to win. Unfortunately, I didn't bet on Dudakova. I already had 4 bets, so I'm like, last weekend I didn't do well with betting, so I just want to recover my money this weekend. If I recover my money, then we will wait for 2 weeks again to have fun. Yeah, we will wait for 2 weeks again. You have to bet her because she is the prettiest in UFC. I respect that. Did you also bet on Jojo in the past because she was the prettiest chica? By the way, have you seen that Holly Holm versus Mayra Shitara Bueno Silva was overturned to no contest after Shitara was positive for banned substance? Have you seen that? I had to ask you that question. But I was actually shocked. I didn't know she was roided. I would have never said that Shitara was roided. Do you see Chima Usman going down? Are you worried about that bet? Not much. I think Chima won't have a hard time winning. Probably TKO or decision. Bet Mayra Bueno Silva every time. I was shocked too. Yes, I also had a bet on Mayra Bueno Silva. Believe it or not. And said to myself, holy smokes, what the heck was that? I literally said to myself, holy smokes, what was that? That's how things go. Mayra and her girlfriend have very underrated looks. That is true, but if Mayra was tested positive to banned substance, what is going to happen with her girlfriend? I'm actually worried right now because couples mostly take it, together. Maybe her girlfriend is gonna get busted too. What is the biggest odds single bet you won? This $95. It was like around 10,000 RSD or Republic Serbian dinars. I won plus 400 Qatar versus Giga. Yeah, I remember that was such a legendary bet. Qatar versus Giga. You did a great job with that. Many people were sleeping on Giga. For example, I was thinking of putting a sprinkle on Mike Breeden against Anshul Jubli, because Anshul Jubli, according to my mind, he's a typical ground fighter. If Breeden keeps the fight standing, he has a good chance. Yes, Modestas is goated, that's true, but against Victor Petrino, we have to be cautious. Victor Petrino, especially that fight taking place in Brazil, we have to be very, very cautious. I predicted fight not going the distance. I know Modestas will get mad at me, but or maybe he won't. He's a good guy, but I'm realistic, man. If Modestas wants to fight with Petrino, it's going to be kill or be killed fight. Modestas wants to drag the fight into deep waters and win a decision, which is pretty much unlikely in Brazil against Petrino. Petrino is a typical shoot boxer, very aggressive, marching forward. I don't know. He had the Paul Craig round 2K plus 1400 against Muniz, but only won $70. No worries, man. No worries. I was like $95 and plus 240. How much I won? I won like, think around 220, 230. But it was a very big odd. I forgot how much money I won, but I remember the odd. It was plus 240 and $95. Yeah, but I really won a lot of money with that bet. I was happy, man, but it was a risky play. This time I don't plan on making a risky play on. I don't plan on making any risky play on Islam Makhachev or making any risky play on Modestas. Think I will play Said plus Bashkarat parlay. Good luck, man. I already played Said. I already put a sprinkle on Said, so I'm hoping Said is going to win. Really hoping. I'm not saying he will win, but again, I have a good feeling that Said might actually pull this out. I'm giving him like 70% of chances. Like Muinga Furo would have to go for some kind of a knockout. Said has very solid chin, so easier said than done, I think. I think you could put a sprinkle on it. Definitely. Put a sprinkle on it. It ain't gonna cost you, really. You can always try it out. Shouldn't be too much of a hard time. I'm just telling you, all has positive and negative sides. Literally everything. Even if you play a risky bet, sometimes it will work for you, sometimes it will work against you. It's all a part of the game. This time, my ultimate goal is to regain money. Lost pretty much a lot of money on the last event, so I just need to regain this money on this event. That's what I'm planning to do, but will I be able to do it? I don't know. I mean, I hope I will, but we're about to see. Always hoping for the best. Literally always. I wonder where is that guy Johnny K to throw him. But when I said Saki Johnny K, it was so funny. Hmm. I really miss this guy to throw him, honestly. Really, Saki Johnny K was so funny. Saki Johnny K. Ha 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 ha. Saki Johnny K. There will be another ad for my diehard fans and fellas. Any questions? I will sit for 12 more minutes. Won't be much of a problem for me if you're asking. I'm pretty much a patient guy, you know that very well. The Bulgarian cowboy is patient. Patience is my ultimate virtue. Stay patient. Stay patient. Okay, guys, I'm sitting. If there are any questions, feel free to shoot in. Do you think Islam versus Volks ends in a finish this time? I hope so. I hope so. It's going to end via late finish in the fourth or fifth. But I didn't have enough courage to place a bet on Volkanovski, despite I think Volkanovski has a very, very big chance to win the fight this time. I don't know. I wasn't too brave. I wasn't brave enough to put a sprinkle on him this time. I regret a bit because of it, but it's life, you know. Life is sometimes good, sometimes it's a bitch. This time it chose to be a bitch. Or I chose to be a bitch towards my life with that kind of behavior. I don't know what is the accurate logic behind that, but I should have placed a bet on Volkanovski, but it's too late now. It is too late now. I can't change what I played now. There's nothing, literally nothing I can do. Feel a bit sorry because I didn't bet on Volkanovski, but it's too late now. I can't visit Bookie every single day. No, I can't. If I visit Bookie, I will have a big temptation, and I don't want to do it. You know, I don't want to risk defend it. You see, knowing myself, I would endlessly gamble, and I don't want to open electronic account. That's not going to happen. Do you have any rules for yourself when betting? Yes, the only rule that I have for myself when betting is bet in person. Hey, Hype 3 MMA, thank you so much for this. My only rule for betting is always bet in person, never bet with an electronic account. I want to limit myself because knowing myself, for example, on the last card, I lost two fights. I might have invested more money to return the lost money from those two lost fights, and I could have lost even more money. So, my golden rule is to place bets face to face because my book is only 200 yards away from me. That is my golden rule for betting. And I have another rule. Check the finish possibility. Finishing or not finishing possibility. That plays a major role in my choices. Just 1 second. There is some boring insect here. If it gets close, I'm gonna smash him. Okay, I think I will have to get up. 1 second, please. This insect is very boring, so 1 second. Mission failed, you stupid insect. The Bulgarian cowboy fucked you up. Haha. You were smoked out by the Bulgarian cowboy. Bye bye, you stupid insect. Okay, 4 more minutes, my dear fellas. These training sessions and this interview for a local TV station, it got me very, very much tired today. It drained a lot of my energy. But that is my golden rule. Always. But always bet in person. The best way to limit yourself is to bet in person. All right. See, people might be busy, so that would be it for today. I know I will probably stream tomorrow some later time. I'll have to see how this is gonna play out. I really have to see how this is gonna play out. Catch ya, thank you for everything, and you are amazing. Tomorrow I will try to hit the stream. I got to work whole day, just in the morning need to record predictions and to go. When I come home, going to an MMA class, I hope I will have energy when I get back home. So catch ya.